Hey, what's going on, everybody? Hey, what's going on, Gino? Not much, my man. How about yourself? How's the start of the weekend going for you? Hey, good evening, Ken. That's what I like to hear, Gino. As always, we'll give it a minute or two, see if anybody else will trickle in. Hey, what's going on, everybody? As we wait for people to trickle in, I'm hoping all my football fans, now that the draft is over, hopefully you can say that your team got better. I can speak a little bit for my Chicago Bears. I wasn't quite sure what was going on in the first couple rounds of the draft, but I got to say, I was at the end of the day, I'm pleasantly surprised by the additions to the offense. I don't think that offense was the main concern that I personally would have addressed, but I can't say that I absolutely hate the picks. So hopefully, for all my football guys out there, hopefully your teams got better. I'm excited about what will come for the next football season and all the over analyzing of the next couple months until we start up again in the fall. So we got about 7 people in the room, so I'm gonna kind of kick it off. So welcome to Call Your Shot Sports Breaks Memorabilia. My name is Bart. For those people that are just joining us for the first time, I'm happy to have you guys. We are doing hockey for the first time in week 12 here, which has been requested by a few of the guys that have been here for most of the weeks, if not the original OGs from week one. So we're going to dive right in this week. We have 3 items in the break. We've got the classic, the weekly staple, which has been the black bag edition from Gold Rush for a football jersey. We'll start with that one. Then we will move to the signed hockey jersey from RSA. Again, first time. So I am not as well versed with hockey as I am maybe baseball and football. So I'm going to lean on my hockey guys to help me out. So we'll give that a go. Of course, this one's coming from RSA. In the case that somebody did not get into this break this week, maybe 2 weeks from now, we'll try it again. Hockey did surprisingly well. I wasn't sure how it was going to go since generally maybe I haven't been in too many breaks that have had hockey involved. But I was pleasantly surprised by all the new people that were jumping in, and then new people not just getting into the hockey, but also picking up like a football team and giving it a shot. So I wanted to welcome all those people. So if you're here just for hockey itself, I completely understand. But in the case that you're interested in, we also have some football going on. For tonight, we are sold out, but we will see some football in the upcoming weeks. And then the last break of the evening, we're going to go back to our tried and true 2025 Gold Rush Series 1. We've had some really nice hits come out of this one. I know that the guys that have been here since week 1 have seen us take out the Jerry Rice on opening week, and we've had some nice quarterbacks come out of here. And I'm hoping that there's another headliner just waiting for us here tonight. So special thank you to everybody again for jumping in this week. Whether you're an OG person that's been here for several weeks, whether this is your second week, whether this is your first week, I wanted to say thank you. Anything that you could do to like, subscribe the YouTube channel would be much appreciated. Also, in the description of the video, you're going to see that I have a link for the Facebook group. Last week, we did actually do our second customer appreciation little freebie break. It ended up going out to Ken. I'm hoping that in the month of May, we're going to do this guy. So a little bit more football coming out. And this is going to be the Illusions 2020. Of course, got some nice quarterbacks in there. It's got Tua. It's got Burrow. And like I said, I keep saying it week to week. We're getting close to almost 30 people on the Facebook group, which is kind of exciting for me. All you have to do is join the Facebook group. You can join it right now. I'll accept everybody that wants to join. And then you just throw down a 1 on the post that I have for the customer appreciation. And then free of charge, we'll whatever week that is. We will random that off to all the people that are on the list that are interested in it, and it will go to one lucky person free of charge. I'll ship it out there. So, hey, Darren, how's it going, Darren? Yes, good luck to everybody as well. I appreciate it, fellas. Staple guys in the chat, so much appreciated, fellas. So, like I said, thank you for everybody that joined the break. Special thank you to everybody that bought multiple teams. So I really do appreciate that. We had some people that really came in the clutch today and helped fill the break, and that means a lot to me. That helps the break move along and help keep the break going. So then I do appreciate that. So thank you. All right, guys. So I think we're going to get right into it. As always, because we have some new timers when it comes to the hockey. So I'll take you on a trip around the product itself. I should tell everybody here that everybody's team will be marked as shipped once we open the break, but only the team that actually ends up hitting the item will receive the item. So then what you'll see on Facebook, or not Facebook, but on eBay, is everybody's item will be marked as shipped. If you actually end up hitting the item itself, you'll see a tracking number that listed there as well. And that will be the clue that you actually were the one to hit the item. Now, for the teams that don't hit the item, if your team is not listed on the memorabilia, then you will not receive that item this week. I will still have to mark it as shipped on eBay because eBay requires that I do that. And of course, I know I've said it for the last couple of weeks. I know the breaks are more fun when your team hits, but it truly is a numbers game. We had some people that didn't hit for 8 or 9, 10 weeks in a row, and have hit a couple weeks in a row. So it's a numbers game. If this week is not your week, then maybe next week will be. Again, no pressure. You don't feel inclined like you have to jump into the breaks, but if you're up for it, if it's enjoyable for you, we got a great group of guys that are starting to form. I got to tell you that I look forward to Saturday nights, just catching up with the guys, and of course talking about sports memorabilia and keeping the hobby alive. So hopefully everybody understands that, and let me know. Reach out to me with any questions. I'm always happy to communicate and talk about what's going on, and make sure that you leave the breaks feeling like you got what you paid for and you had a good time. So that being said, our first break this week is going to be the tried and true Gold Rush Black Bag Edition autographed football jersey. I'm going to take you on a trip around the bag itself, just to make sure that on your end, you know that the item is exactly the same as when I received it from the distributor. Of course, I don't know what's in the item as well as you don't know. I'm going to figure this out with you as we open it. I'm hoping that it's a big hit. After all, you guys bought into the breaks. I want people to be excited about the breaks that we have here. I want the newbies, the newcomers to be excited as well, and to stick around, hopefully come back next week. So I like to take you on a trip around the bag just for transparency purposes, and I hope that suffices. All right, guys. So that being said, I walked you around the bag. I think we're ready to rock and roll. Our first break of the night is going to be the Gold Rush Black Bag Edition for football. Good luck to all teams. Let's get after it. How about a nice hit out of the black bag? We've had some nice quarterbacks. We've had some nice nickname jerseys. So I'm hoping that we get something good. All right, here we go, fellas. Good luck to all teams. All right, here we go. All right, I'm seeing some familiar colors. I'm seeing some whites. I'm seeing some black. I'm seeing some golds. No kidding. So there's a Lattimore. In this case, a Lattimore 23. So we've had a Lattimore in the past. I think this is Marshawn Lattimore. So this is our second Lattimore. I think the first time we got it, I think it was on a black jersey. I think it was a black jersey. So then here we have the white one. So it looks like Lattimore seems to be a popular one. This is Lattimore. And this is going out to the New Orleans Saints for the black bag. So in this case, we've got the white jersey. We got the 23. Nice inscription, or a nice little autograph with the 23. It is Beckett authenticated. So I'll make sure that I read the number here so that if anybody's interested, you can go take a peek at it. It's BK75135. That is BK75135. And in this case, this is Marshawn Lattimore going out to the New Orleans Saints. So it's a nice hit. He's a good player. Definitely a big hitter when it comes to the defense. So there I'll have it so everybody can see it. So then this week in the black bag for the New Orleans Saints. So the New Orleans Saints is Ken. So this one's going out to Ken. Congrats, Ken. I think Ken might have been the guy that got the Lattimore last time as well. So Ken, you'll have to correct me if I'm wrong. Was the last one a black jersey? I'm not sure if my memory serves me right, but I think it was a black jersey. So in this case, another Marshawn Lattimore going out to Ken, if I'm not mistaken. A nice 23, like you said, with the autograph, the inscription, and of course the Beckett cert. Congrats, Ken. Your Saints are on a roll when it comes to the black bag. So then I'll take this one and it'll be here on screen. Maybe I'll take the hockey. Hockey will be up next. So I'll take this guy and push off to the side so we can still see it as the break goes. All right, fellas, you're going to have to do me a favor, all my hockey guys. You guys are going to have to help me out with this one. I've been trying to look up some hockey. I've been trying to research the names. Now, when it comes to the Blackhawks, I think I'm okay. So if a Blackhawks jersey comes out of this thing, I think I'll be able to identify it. I know some of the bigger teams, but when it comes to some of the nuances of hockey, I'll be leaning on my hockey guys in the chat. Obviously, I can look it up myself, but if you're a hockey guy, obviously we had a lot of hockey people jump in for the first time. Feel free to beat me to it. If you are a really big hockey person, then you'll be more well-versed than I. I'm probably more football, baseball, basketball by trade. I do watch a little bit of hockey, but I can't say by any means that I'm a savant when it comes to the names and the autographs. All right, guys. So for our second break of the night, we're going with the signed hockey jersey. This one's coming from RSA. In the case that you are interested in maybe a future hockey one, I did get a couple boxes, and just the way that it went this week, I'm open to trying it again. I think that will be good news to the guys that have been in the breaks and have asked for the hockey for several weeks. So maybe not next week. I think next week I got some more baseball lined up, but maybe the week after that. So then I'm hoping that we kind of go from there. Yeah. Once I got to take a peek at the chat. So then, hey, all right, cool, very cool, Vance. So I appreciate that, Vance. Good luck to you guys, and good luck to your grandson as well. So I try to take a lot of pride in our breaks being family friendly. So if you guys are in on the breaks this week, that would be awesome. So good luck to you guys if you guys are in it. Welcome to the group. Hopefully your grandson has a good time. Hopefully he enjoys it. I know I got into it early on in terms of like sports cards and things like that with my dad, and it's something that's carried on with me to this day. All right, so for everybody that's interested for hockey in the future, you feel free to scan this QR code and take a list. Take a look at the list. RSA does a nice job kind of rotating the jerseys week to week. So there is no one set checklist. Of course, I just got a couple boxes right now in 2025, just maybe 2 weeks ago. I got them in, or a week and a half ago. So all the jerseys on there potentially could be in the box. So I'll take you on a trip around the box as well. Now, when it comes to this RSA product, it looks like they do have a seal here. There's no cellophane wrapping on the outside, but there is a patented RSA seal. So I'll let you guys take a peek at that one just so you guys can see everything's in order when it comes to the seal itself. And it looks like that's in good order. I'll take you on a trip around the box just like I did the black bag, just to make sure that everything is good on your end. So there's a trip around the box that way. We'll also take a trip around this way. Now, there are no other stickers or anything kind of holding this in place, but that one sticker by itself is impossible to open the box without tearing that sticker. So just so you guys know. And when it comes to what the box says, this one was kind of upside down. So in the case that we're looking for it for RSA, random signed hockey memorabilia, look for current stars, all-time greats, rookies, and more. All right, so we're going to open this guy here in just a second. I did have one of our long-term members kind of reach out to me and clarify a couple things when it comes to the hockey jerseys. So I wanted to say a couple things out loud before we dive into it, just so that everybody's on the same page. It keeps it fun for everybody, and that everybody knows kind of what's going to happen before we open the hockey jersey, especially since it's the first time. Now, if we open the hockey jersey and the team is obvious, obviously whoever is on the item, whatever team is shown on the item, that's the team that's going to win it. Now, if the athlete's an active player and we pull some collegiate memorabilia, then that memorabilia will go to the athlete's current team as of the day of the break. So if we pull out somebody's college hockey jersey, then if that is an active player, then of course that will go to the player's active team as of today. If the athlete pulled in the memorabilia has never played for a team or is yet to be drafted, the memorabilia will randomize to every team in the break, and this includes memorabilia for fictional characters and movies. So then if we pull a jersey from a movie that's not actually associated with an actual NHL team, then that will get randomized to everybody in the break. So what I'll do is I'll put everybody's name into random.org. I'll spin 2 dice. The 2 dice will tell us how many times we're going to randomize the name, and whoever's name is on top will receive the jersey. When it comes to the athlete being retired or a free agent with no team shown on the memorabilia will go to the team that the player played the most games for. Now, when it comes to the jerseys from RSA, these are the country jerseys. So if there's like a jersey for the country that the person played for, whether it was like in the Olympics or an all-star jersey, those would not classify as team jerseys. So that will be going to the team that the player played the most games for. When it comes to memorabilia that's pulled with multiple signatures, then if anybody has a majority of those signatures, then that will go to that team. If nobody has the majority, that will also be randomized to the entire group in the break. So I just wanted to make sure that I said that out loud again, just to kind of make sure that it's transparent and then not open it up and then go back and explain, but instead do it ahead of time. So hopefully that makes sense, guys. Again, just in the sake of keeping it fair and keeping it fun to everybody that's here. All right, without further ado, for the first time in Call Your Shot Sports Breaks, hockey and a hockey jersey. Hoping it's a good one for the first time around. Thanks again to everybody that jumped in. I know we had a lot of first timers for just the hockey itself, and that was exciting. So thanks to the guys, thanks to Darren and Gino for recommending it and suggesting it. I hope that somebody has a big hit here. All right, guys, when it comes to opening it up, it is really just the one little RSA seal here. So then good luck to all teams. Let's get it. And if those hockey guys can help me out, it would be much appreciated. All right. Good luck to all teams. Here we go. Hockey for the first time. Hopefully it's a good one. All right. Let's see what we got. All right. So I've got some red and I've got some white. I can see a Hall of Fame inscription here. So the hockey guys are going to have to help me. I don't know if that's a common one or if you know. So this is 30. I'll flip it for the jersey. So this is Vernon, a very nice JSA authentication. So this is Vernon, and the guys in the chat can help me before I go look it up myself if you know it. So this is 30. This is Vernon. So Darren's already helped me out with Calgary. Darren, I appreciate that. And of course, here we have the autograph up top. So in case of the autograph, a very nice one. And it looks like he has the 30 inscription there as well. It does have the Hall of Fame 23 inscription. So it looks like a relatively new Hall of Fame edition. And then when it comes to the certification, we actually also have another certification down here. 2-time Stanley Cup. So that's a nice one. And then in this case, it is JSA authenticated. So if you want to take a peek at it, this is WB 100657. WB 100657. Like I said, very nice. Vernon with the autograph up top with the inscription. Hall of Fame 23, smack that in the middle. And that's very nice JSA certification there as well. So on this side as well, you can see that they included the JSA certification there as well. So then I got Vernon. All right, I'm going to go take a peek at it. I think I fully trust Darren that it's Calgary. I'll just go to make sure. And then we'll determine who it goes to. But we'll just make sure. So Darren's telling me Calgary. He's the hockey guy. I trust him. Yeah, thanks for that, Darren. I always try to explain the best that I can, try to make it fun for everybody and eliminate any of the ambiguity. All right, I'm going to go take a peek real quick if you guys give me just 1 second. I think I'm going to look up the JSA 2 just to make sure. Why not? We have it right. So WB1 00657. All right, it is Mike Vernon, signed hockey jersey with 2 inscriptions. And this was signed in Toronto. So that's pretty cool. It even tells you when it happened in 2023. So the year that he was inducted into the Hall of Fame, it looks like. So Mike Vernon. That's pretty cool. You'll have to tell me, guys, is obviously he's in the Hall of Fame, so that's pretty legit. Yeah, he did also play for Florida. He played a little bit for Detroit and San Jose. All right, guys. This is definitely going out to Calgary. So a quick little search on my end. I would say that's a solid hit. This one's going out to Calgary for our first time, and I would say that's a pretty good one from my end. Just from the feel of it, I got to tell you that from the feel of it, it's got like the double stitching, and it's got some weight to it. Of course, the all hockey jerseys I received were basically bulging out of the box. I can definitely tell you that in terms of quality, that is on the higher end. So I'm impressed for the first box I've opened for hockey. I'd say that's pretty good. And then for Calgary tonight, when it comes to the hockey jersey. So Calgary tonight on the hockey jersey is going out to Gino. So Gino, congrats, my man. So Gino, congrats. My first instinct was to say Flames. I'm not sure if you guys believe me or not, but that was my first instinct. I just didn't want to say it because I'm just not as well versed. So Gino, congrats. Gino, one of the guys in the group that has been here for a long time. So it's cool to see it go out to somebody that enjoys the sports. Of course, we got some more hockey. So don't despair if you were somebody that jumped in this week for just the hockey itself. Next week, we're going to do baseball, but there'll be more hockey coming up, especially when I see the quality coming out like this. I would imagine that that's something that people enjoy and that they like. So again, one more time for Gino. Gino got the autograph up top. So then got the Vernon there with the 30 inscription. Got the Hall of Fame 23. And then one more time, in case you want to look it up for yourself, Mr. Gino, this was JSA CERT WB100657. Congrats again, my man. Mike Vernon going out to the Calgary Flames. So I'm going to cut this one in the box and just kind of push it to the side here so it stays on screen. All right, guys, so far so good. I'd say we had two nice pulls this week. So then we'll end off the week with one of our tried and true. We've had some really nice hits come out of this one. I'm hoping that continues. I only have 2 of these boxes left, and one of them I'm opening tonight. I think that Series 1 for Gold Rush in 2025 is coming to an end, which I think Series 2 is going to be starting soon. I do have some more football that I ended up getting from the distributor, but I think Series 2 is coming out soon. And then hopefully Series 2 includes a lot of the draft picks that you guys saw come to your team over the last couple of days. I will tell you, I've got some nice jerseys. I know that Justin Fields is not on the Bears anymore, and I'll probably take some flack in the chat for him. But I ended up pulling a Justin Fields out of this a couple of years ago in Series 2 or in Series 3, and I was really excited about it because there were a lot of prominent rookies that came out as. So if you guys are interested in stuff like that, if you're somebody that's a fan of rookies and maybe your team just drafted one that you're particularly interested in, then just be on the lookout for that. Again, no pressure. You don't feel like you need to jump in the breaks, but if that's something you like, then just be on the lookout for it. And I'll try to keep you guys posted as those things become available. But otherwise, our last break of the night is going to be 2025 Gold Rush Series 1. I'll take you on a trip around the box. Of course, I say it every week, and I'm not sponsored by Gold Rush, but one thing I do like about Gold Rush is all of the big names that are in the products. So they got some big hits, but they're also really big on transparency. So you see, we got the cellophane wrapping, and then there is the patented secondary seal, just like RSA, but the extra cellophane on the outside just to make sure that everything's in order. So I'm going to take you on a trip around the box this way as well, just so you guys can see everything is in order. And that might be overboard. Some people might say that that's a little bit over the top, but I'd rather be over the top than not enough. Of course, for me, it's important that you guys know this is exactly the way I received it, and we're going to find out together who this one's going to. So that being said, the football jersey is a little bit more straightforward. We've had some nice hits come out of it. How about another big hit for somebody in the group? I know we got a couple guys that have been waiting to hit for several weeks. So good luck to all teams. Let's get it, guys. Our last break of the night, the 2025 Gold Rush Series 1. Good luck to all teams. Let's get it. Let's start with the cellophane wrapping. I'll get rid of it here. So there goes the cellophane. And, of course, the patented secondary seal. All right, guys. Here we go. Good luck to all teams. All right. Seal is broken. Let's see what we got. All right. Looks like we got, so it looks to be like an Alabama jersey. So I think this is a number 1. A number 1. And this is a Williams. So a Williams. And this is a number 1. So I'll have to take a peek at it. So number 1, Williams. It is got a nice auto, nice big auto. Yeah, I'll have to take a look at it. I'm not sure off the top of my head. So then it is Beckett authenticated. So I'll go take a peek with you guys as well. In this case, it is BD 36602. BD 36602. Number 1, Williams. So I'm going to put that on screen right there so you guys can see it. I'll take a look at the checklist too when it comes to Williams. Jameson Williams. That makes sense. This might be, just from first glance, Jameson Williams, this might be a Detroit Lions hit. This might be a Detroit Lion. But let's take a look at it together. I don't know that for a fact. I'm just throwing stuff out there as to what I might think. So then I think we'll take a look at the certification one more time and we'll find out together. I'm thinking this is Jameson Williams. I think that I think I see a J there. I'm thinking that he was on Alabama. So, all right. So it is Beckett authenticated. So we'll take a look at it together. If you want to look it up with me, you're more than welcome to do so. So it is BD 36602. BD 366. So BD 36602. Give me 1 second, guys. Beckett is always a little bit more. They make you film like a little captcha, but feel free to do it with me. All right. It is Jameson Williams. So it's Jameson Williams. And then we'll just make sure. Jameson Williams, Detroit Lions. And of course, bounced around in college a little bit. Was at Ohio State for a little while, now Alabama. And this is Detroit Lions. So then Detroit Lions tonight in the Gold Rush football, Detroit Lions. This one's going out to Ken. So Ken, have yourself a night football-wise. You had the Marshawn Lattimore. And then tonight's in the Gold Rush football, Detroit Lions going out to Ken M. Of course, Ken, another one of our staple guys that has been here since the beginning. So Ken, this is a nice one. Talk about a nice young receiver. Now, as a Bears fan, I say that with a heavy heart, but this is a great young wide receiver. I think he's torched my Bears a little bit, but maybe not after we get some of these draft picks in and shore up the defense. Maybe now that our offense is clicking, maybe the Bears can do it. But congrats, my man. Yeah, Jameson Williams going out to the Detroit Lions. That's a nice one. Big autographs. Very nice big autographs. Beckett authentication. One more time in case you care to know, Ken. BD 36602 on the Beckett. All right, guys. A quick recap for everybody that maybe just walked in or just came in a little bit late. We got Jameson Williams going out to Ken for the Detroit Lions spot. We did do hockey for the first time in Call Your Shot breaks, and I was pleasantly surprised. I think it's a very nice quality jersey. This was Mike Vernon for the Calgary Flames going out to Gino B. So Gino, another one of our guys that have been here since the relative beginning. So congrats, Gino. And then last but not least, Marshawn Lattimore going out to the New Orleans Saints. This one was also for Ken. So Ken, have yourself another week. I would say that's pretty solid hits this week. Again, if it's not too much to ask, if you're still here, if you don't mind giving the video a like, if you're not subscribed to the channel already, I would appreciate it. If the Facebook group interests you and you like things like little free breaks that are just nice things, nice little niceties for being good people, we got a great group of guys that is forming on the Facebook group as well as weekly, jumping into the chat, making it super enjoyable. So I'll speak for myself in saying that. I wanted to welcome everybody else, especially Vance, and I know that he had some people in this case watching with him, so that was exciting. So his grandson, so Vance and grandson, thank you guys for tuning in. No luck this week, but I'm hoping that for the future, if you guys tune back in, we can get you guys something. So like I said, I know the breaks are more enjoyable when you end up hitting, but it's just a numbers game. If this week is not your week, it doesn't mean that next week can't. No pressure jumping into the breaks, but next week we're going to have some baseball. So we will have the black bag. That seems to be a staple here week to week. We will go back to the Gold Rush 2024 Series Baseball. We've had some really nice hits come out of this. We had Smoltz come out of this. We had Tucker for the Cubs come out of this. We had Vladdy Baby Jr. come out of this. So that's exciting. We're also going to do another bat. Last week we had a nice one. We had a Hall of Famer come out. We had Frank Thomas on a black Louisville Slugger Pro model. It was really sharp. If you guys want to take a look at it, it is under the last week's video if you want to watch it, or if you jump into the Facebook group, you can see some pictures of the bat itself. But we're going to do 2 baseball items, the bat and the ball, and we are going to run back the black bag edition. I'm thinking the week after that, maybe we try another hockey. It seemed to go well, and yeah, I really like it actually, and I appreciate all the guys helping me in the break. All right, guys. Yeah, I hear Darren. It took Darren a couple weeks, but then Darren had a nice little streak going for a couple weeks. Yeah, that's right. Darren, I'm a fan. Like, don't get me wrong. Man, that is a really nice quality jersey. I'm hoping that the rest of them are just like that. And if that's the case, then I think we'll keep it going. You guys seem to like it, and that doesn't bother me. All right, guys. Thank you for everything. I appreciate it. I think I told you, but I appreciate you guys filling the breaks and helping me do what I love to do. I hope to see you guys next week. I hope that you enjoy the rest of your weekend. Yeah. Thanks, Bob. Thanks for jumping in. All right, guys. Have a great week. We'll see you next week. See ya.